A shot of moving the brew. It's peanut, y'all. A shot of moving the brew with a groovy blue. A shot of moving the watch with a blue. A nice watch with a glass of cabinet T2. Old school 88. Cabinet no use on my liquor. I take it out on the strokes. My chicks are thinking she gorgeous. She the queen of my fortress. I'm the king of the castle. We hustle hard with no hassle. We feel it with ease. Yeah, that is the real. We keep it shopping more manicure like my curve appeal.
Good people, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an all-new episode of the Virtual Podcast, A Shot of Moo and a Brew. I am your host, yours truly, Peanut, and I know it's been a minute, but we're back now, baby. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to the co-host. First and foremost, coming to you from down south, my guy, Mr. Joe Black himself, Mr. Southern Hospitality. What's up, bro?
What's up, my man? I'm just chilling, ready to get this party on the road. We've been on a long vacation, man. I think it's time to get the people what they want. We're back with new and improved conversations, and I'm ready.
That's what I'm talking about. And also joining us today, it's my guy, Mr. El Blanco Chocolate.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, El Blanco? Chocolate.
Just ready to have a couple brews with my boys.
You know how we do it, man. It's a party every time we get together, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I need this. It's like a therapy session.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's been a while since we had therapy.
Tell you.
Yes, it has. So we've been on a vacation, people. For those that don't know, we took a little hiatus, took a little bit of time to do a little self-care. You know, we gotta have a little self-care too. Fellas gotta take care of themselves, make sure their mind right, make sure their body right, and all that. You know, spend some time with the family, hang out. I hit the beach, had a blast. Went camping, had a blast. You know, we done some things. So, but we back now. We ready to get into it, no doubt about it. Self-care, by the way, something I saw on the Dr. J show. Y'all should check that out. They had a great episode about self-care. They were talking about it from a woman's perspective, I suppose, and the things that they do and what they get into to help them ease their mind and rejuvenate and revitalize. So, the fellas need some self-care too. That's for sure. For sure. You dig? Before we get started, though, we do have a tradition here at A Shot of Moo and a Brew where we, the fellas, we get together and we take a shot before we jump into it. I got my shot ready. I don't know if y'all got y'all shot ready, but I got my shot ready. Loaded. And I ain't drinking no apple juice. I'm talking about hard corn. Great. I'm drinking Four Roses whiskey today.
Four Roses?
Really?
Four Roses. I'm drinking whiskey today, baby. So before we jump into it, shots up, fellas.
No. This is vanilla.
Ooh, vanilla. That's some good stuff right there. Some good stuff. So, how y'all been, man? What's been going on? How about that self-care? Let's talk about that self-care for a minute. What you do, Kevin, for self-care? Rejuvenate yourself. I know you've been traveling lately.
Yeah, well, I just bought my new car, so that's new in my life.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's everything I care about right now.
that new money.
Yeah. So I got a 17 Civic Si, and that's been, my baby. Yeah, I just got fresh tint. I'm getting some wheels for it. So, I went traveling. I went to see my family. I went and saw my dad in North Carolina. Went up to Jersey, see my mom, and my aunts and my uncles and stuff. So it was good. So that's actually been my self-care. Just getting together with loved ones and kind of just traveling. Seeing new places. Yeah.
Getting out and about. I know what old Joe Black doing because we've been doing it together. But I'm gonna let him tell y'all about it. We've been getting some self-care in, some self-uncare too, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah. So what I've been doing, man, for real lately, because I've been kind of having a little rough time going. But anyway, I've been, man, just I go for walks sometimes for self medication. Uh, I go to the gym sometimes. Um, and then we get, like you said, we've been doing stuff together. So, like camping, with the family. It's good to have that kind of support around you, family support, um, in rough times. So, but for the most part, man, I just been doing a lot of exercising, man, just trying to, you know, be physical, do something physical.
Yeah.
Last couple of days, I ain't really been up to it, but my mind been kind of all over the place. But I'm getting back on track, man. So yeah.
I like how you talked about going for walks, spending time outside, camping. I've noticed that as lately I've gotten like more appreciative of like nature in general and just being able to go for walks and go for like a jog, and I kind of take a step back and kind of just take a moment to enjoy the moment, and so it's cool you brought that up, because that's a self-care that I appreciate. I've recently begun to appreciate myself.
We've been locked in so long, man. It feels great to just be able to get out there and do something. You know what I mean? Now, I have a self-care that's in the house, right? So honey got me on this blacklist real heavy, y'all. She done commandeered the TV. Every time I turn around, Redditon on the screen. But it's cool. It's relaxing. We sit there, we chill, we laugh. Have a little grub. It's been real good. So that's been some self care for me. Some quality time. Some QT with my QT. I'll let y'all.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, a little QT with my QT. Yeah, man. So that's what we've been doing. We've been chilling. And if I know some people that didn't want to go camping. I don't know why. Being out there in that tent, man, it was a little warm, but we had
but see, it only got kind of warm in the daytime when the sun started shining. But for the most part, like when in the evening, but we sat outside the tent for a long time and kicked it around the fire, marshmallows, and played some cards, and
Sir,
I spanked on them a little bit. You still remember that? You remember that? You remember that?
Hey, it's your story. I'm gonna let you tell it how you want it.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. They got us. But hey, it was all fun, man. Yeah, they got it. But then it was that. But we had fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Matter of fact, we had a great time. We stayed an extra night, didn't we?
Stayed an extra night. We
stayed an extra night.
We sure did.
Right. So, I mean, like you said, we was cooped up in the house. We haven't been out really around the family like that. So when we got together, it was like we all just gelled it and we had a great time. And, I really felt peace at that lake, man. And just listen to the sound of the water and the birds chirping, and it was all right.
Yeah, that peace of mind is second to none. When you're out here in the world with the hustle and bustle and the pandemic and all the other stuff that's been going on, man, peace of mind is one of the best things that we can get right now.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best things we can get right now. So, I don't know what else been going on, man. We've been off for a while. What else been going on? We got
the finals.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about that.
Yeah, man, the Bucks, man, I kind of counted them out, man, until last night. They really won a 22 point win victory.
Yeah,
they did it kind of convincingly last night. So they were showing that they might.
I'm still sticking with Chris. So by time the people see this,
oh, hey, look. Speaking of Chris,
they have a ring.
Hey, look,
Paul
but look. Speaking of Chris, he looked so frustrated on that sideline last night.
Oh yeah, he was.
He didn't put his coat on, the hood on, like he was. That man was frustrated, man.
He don't like to lose. He don't like to lose.
Nah, he don't. He don't.
And I ain't mad at him.
Nah, but that was a good. I want him to. He deserved it. He deserved one, man. He he deserved to go out with a bang. So but the
Yeah.
Bucks really gave him a fight last night, convincingly.
I like to see him. I'd like to see him win.
Yeah,
So,
he
El Blanco, what was it looking like up in Jersey, man? Fireworks? What it look like up there?
Well,
I know
I actually came back on the 4th, but honestly, when I was driving back, it was kind of cool because I'm like just going down the highway. I'm like, it's dark out. I'm seeing fucking fireworks as I'm just driving down. I mean, I got music blaring. It was kind of neat. It was kind of cool. So I mean, that was just like a couple hours of just me just driving around, just like watching things blow up in the sky. It was awesome. But otherwise, I mean, I didn't really do too much in Jersey. I mean, we we cooked out on the grill. My uncle was he had chicken going and hot dogs, hamburgers, the like, and it was other than that, it was just a nice family gathering. But man, what else have I been doing? I told you about the car, and I told you about just traveling around. But
Tell
other
us
than
about
that,
Hey.
playing music and
Tell us about the new look.
huh? Oh no, that's I stopped shaving because I was drunk and was trying I'm gonna try a new style and fuck, I gotta
Hey, look.
that was I got that and I got a haircut, so I look really clean right now. Yeah,
Hey, Peanut, he's a ladies' man, so you got to tell the ladies
exactly.
about your new look.
I mean, right now he wide open. I guess. I think we're taking applications over here.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks I'll have the scruffy look back. So
Oh no, hey, look, you got some new followers just on that look alone. So and you can hit them with the clean shave and the
exactly.
scruffy.
I look like somebody respectable now.
Somebody respectable. I can go for that. Well, hey, El Blanco, we got something for you.
What's that?
We got some footage of the SI, my man.
That's
Yeah.
do you?
Let's show the people some footage of the SI. Show them how he riding. If you gotta catch him though, because it's like a blur. He going fast. Get a little.
Yeah,
That's it.
he ain't see that coming.
You see that on the belt? Hey, if you see that on the beltway, you know who it is. Pretty soon
wait till I get the wheels on it. Once I get the wheels on it, and then I'm gonna get some shocks. I'm gonna get some lowering springs, and it's gonna be sitting lower. It's gonna have the new wheels. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. I'm literally like so excited about this thing. I've been annoying my friends because it's all I talk about.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. If they know what I know, they might want to get in the passenger seat because it's gonna go fast.
Yeah.
It's gonna go fast. Well, I mean, I guess it's time for us to jump into some topic. Talk about some stuff today. This one, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be interesting though. Nothing too deep. Just it's about expectations. So what we're gonna talk about today is the expectations and or the pressures of a man. Like what is expected of us. Not only from the world, but from the community, from a spouse. We're going to talk about the expectations. It should be a pretty decent conversation. Right. Growing up as a man in the hood. Hell, I've had a teacher with some expectations that were very low. She didn't think I was going to graduate high school. It's a lot of pressure right there. Not sure where she got the idea from. It could have been my hat to the back. You never know. But it's different pressures, different expectations from different people. I had a girlfriend who expected me to pay for every date. If I do 3, you can at least do 1. That's
3 to 1.
Them some good odds right there though.
3 to 1 ratio.
3 steaks, 1 chicken tenders. You know what I'm talking about? Like
3 steaks, 1 chicken tender.
That's some pretty good odds right there. So we just gonna talk about the expectations of a man, and some of them get serious. They expect us to be tough all the time, don't cry, no tears, that type of stuff. So, has either one of you guys experienced something like that as far as what you're expected to do just because you're a man?
I mean, I think that being a man, you expect to, have the like you said, tough and have that strength. You know,
Mm-hmm.
man's pretty much like the backbone of the family, and like you said, you can't really show emotion and sensitivity because that's like a sign of weakness.
Right.
Um, I feel there's some truth to that, but nowadays it's bendable. Like it's okay to show emotions and the sensitive side. Like because we go through things. It's
Exactly.
okay nowadays to be human and to show your that that you do hurt and your feelings sometimes be crushed because like in the past, man, you couldn't do that.
Oh yeah.
You get laughed upon. You'd be like, women wouldn't even want to date you because they feel like you're showing a sign of weakness, and they just it's not attractive. And
Right.
then the other guys are ridicule you and roast you and call you out on being that kind of way. So I feel like yeah, we still expect to be tough,
Mm-hmm.
but we also expect to show emotion. It's more acceptable now to show emotions.
I think a lot of women actually look for that now is to be like, we want them to be a little sensitive, but it's kind of interesting you say all that because I think that's like, because I'm kind of on the younger side. I think I've never had to experience really that. I mean, it was always things, at least as far as showing emotions and stuff. It was always kind of, almost encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
At least with me growing up. So I mean, but the one thing for me would be pressures I put on myself, because I'm a man, and I feel like I do kind of have an old school thinking where
Right.
I feel like I need to provide, I need to be, I need to be the one who has a good job, and I need to always be doing something to better myself or be so I can provide to somebody, or at least I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say it's rather than outside perspectives influencing me, it's more of kind of me pushing myself because I have that perspective, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And in all honesty, we have the same perspective because I'm the same way. I'm a man's man, but I do have a sensitive and emotional side. Most of that came, I guess you can say, from my mom and the love that she showed me, or the way that she raised me when I was young. But like I don't let my lady take out the trash. She's not allowed to touch no trash bags in my house. You know what I mean? Anything that involves some strenuous, me some putting some weight on it, putting some body. I'm not saying that she can't do it because she's very highly capable, but I just feel like you said, El Blanco, as a man, I put those pressures on myself to make sure that those things get done. I'm a get out the car, pump the gas kind of dude.
Right.
If I'm with you, you're not pumping the gas. Most of the time, you're not even opening the car door. And that's just me as a man, and I try to teach those things to my boys or just to any man. And it's a pride thing too. We were raised that way. You know what I mean? So my dad's he's a Vietnam vet. He old school. So he rock hard. And the one thing that he's never told me though coming up was he never told me not to cry or not to be who I am. He always embraced that side of me. So I think it actually kind of balanced me out. But those expectations from other people on the outside, at times it can get a little rough. Depending on how many people you got standing on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, I mean, growing up in the late '80s, early '90s, man. I grew up in the b-boy era, like when hip hop was showing enough. They was in the b-boy stands, and Ron DMC, LL Cool J, and it was a masculine era because it was like a whole that was influencing the area I was around.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like be tough. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like tough, man, and whatever, but I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it's good and bad. You know, I got them same principles, like far as pumping the gas and just in the third. I put pressure on myself. Um, things ain't going the way I feel like they should be going as a man. I think we all have that instilled in us. It's never good to sit around and patience. I don't really got patience, and you can tell when something ain't going right with me.
Mhm.
And 9 out of 10 is due to the fact that I'm not able to be in a position to do the things as a man that I really want to.
Mhm.
Other than that, everything is good with me. You know what I'm saying? So um, hopefully things will take a turn for the better, and that part of my life will be where I wanted to be, man. But like you said, we put that pressure on ourselves a lot of times, and it's good to be like that, but it also can make you feel like you always on edge. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's weird, but that's part of being a man.
Sure enough. So it appears we have a few questions. Let's see what we got. Let's run the first question. Let's see. Do the things people expect ever feel like more of a burden than a standard or a guide? That one there is from Princess Diona. Do the things people expect ever feel like more of a burden than a standard slash guide? Anybody want to take that one, tackle that?
I don't know if I ever felt like that personally, but I think I get the kind of nature of the question. Like, I don't know, like, I guess the societal standards can feel like a burden to some people. Like, I don't know, like, maybe society, like, say society, you're expected, you're in our society, the utmost you want to be, you're married, you have your own house, you're living in a nice area, your kids go to a nice school, and maybe that's like the standard, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you set for yourself, and maybe that is a burden to some people. Like, I think maybe it's a burden to some people, maybe it's a sense of drive to some people, but like Tori was saying, I mean, you know, that can almost make you like struggle almost itself, you know, just like basically the pressures you almost give yourself because of it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I guess it would be. I guess it will come from. It would depend on who the expectations are coming from. Because if your mom expects something of you, then the effort that you put into it is a little bit more than if some chick expects something from you. It's like, man, I'm not jumping through hoops for her. But if your mom has that expectation, you want to get it done.
Mm.
Being the man or being a man for mom, you want to show her that you can handle it, you got it. Or so I think it depends on the person, what the expectation is, and how you are personally built to handle it. Because everybody can't handle the same pressures, for sure. So we got a couple more questions. Let's run another question. See what we got. Mm. How do you handle the expectations are overwhelming? Hold on, let me read that again because something ain't right. That's from old Ziggy Boom. How do you handle it when expectations are overwhelming? I'm assuming that's what he was asking. Huh? You said panic?
Panic.
Yeah. How do you handle when the expectations are overwhelming? Okay. El Blanco said panic. That's one
Probably not what you want to do.
Hey, depending on the situation, you never know. That's
Maybe you
like
can't do anything else. Maybe that's the only thing you can do.
I think it's good to panic, but remain calm.
Okay.
Never let them see you sweat. But sometimes it can be, like you say, become overwhelming. I like that key word, overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
So
Yeah.
it's not a usual it's overwhelming. So when you put that word on it, you might have to show some kind of, you know.
So what could cause it to be overwhelming?
Deadlines.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, anything that's a time crunch, I like that because
Yeah, that can make especially when you got bills,
Mm-hmm.
when you got responsibilities that can affect your livelihood or your way of living,
Right.
or relationships.
Yeah.
Anytime you put those, you mix all that together.
It's a rough joint right there.
That word we just said, overwhelming.
Overwhelming. And if you're anything like me, I have a tendency not to say. Well, it depends on who it is. Like, so if my kids ask for something, I'll never say yeah, but I never say no. I got you. I'm gonna take care of it. So that's me, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it handled. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say yeah. I'm not gonna put a bad expectation on it. You know what I mean? But I have a tendency to be like, yeah, I got you. Let me look into it. So if you get 3 kids, let me look into it with a deadline attached to it. Oh my God. Whew. That thing get rough, boy. You in there?
They're gonna be looking forward to it. So, and then you don't want to look like a letdown. I guess the end game to expectations is not looking like a failure or a letdown. When it's that time to produce or step up to the plate,
Right.
because a person's perspective of you can pretty much dictate or change their attitude towards you.
Right.
It can shift the dynamics of the relationship, friendship, kinship, when you don't meet expectations. And as men, we are expected to meet certain expectations. Financial success is one of them. You can't call yourself really a man's man and you broke, because they feel like, okay, well, money is not everything, but a person's success sometimes is dictated by a dollar.
Right.
Like if I'm doing better than you, I'm not going to listen to you or take heed of what you're saying as much as somebody who got it going on, and I call themselves being successful. That's what you try to obtain to get to.
Right.
It's crazy the world, because I know people who got a lot of wisdom. But if you're a man and a woman's dating you, and like you said, the outside looking in, if you're not able to provide for her or whatever, I'm like if the peers looking, and like you said, the expectation is for you to help her and you're not able to carry your weight.
Yeah.
Man.
So then that causes me to ask another question, right? Because with those pressures, let's say if we can't handle said situation or we can't get it done, then it puts us in a position where we're not even allowed to fail. Like we can't come up short. That's right. Within itself. So you mean to tell me I can try to reach that finish line, but if I don't touch it, I can't come up short. I can't fail.
But that's, you know what? But see, on the flip side, that's a good thing, because if you got people that you're around, friends, family, or your mate, and they're not, and they got low expectation of you and allow you to not, try to make yourself better yourself, then they just as bad as you are. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing when you got somebody around you pushing you,
right,
to be great, or to be like, what I'm saying, like stand up, what I'm saying, face the storm. Hold your head high, and that gives you good confidence, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man, I done had plenty of nights where, my mind be racing, and I get that tap and be like, it's gonna be okay. You know, it's gonna work itself out. And you know how my girl roll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she tell me that, man. You know, like she don't belittle me and tell me nothing other than good words of wisdom. So I'm fortunate in that. Family too. Cause man, I'm telling you, boy, hey, when I go through it. But it's a storm that I feel like once I weather it, it's gonna be good for me. Because I never really been through it before. You know, I'm a human being, so I go through things, and but I got people around me who they help me to the best of their ability. They can't do everything for you, but the expectations for me to,
For sure.
you know,
I tell you
in
one
agreement.
thing. I tell you one thing though. If you out there on the waters and you got that boat in that storm, get a little rough as you go. At least you know when you get clear, I need to get a better sail on this boat because them waters is making that thing rock back and forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how to make the necessary adjustments from the experience to be able to weather that storm the next time. You never
Right,
go through the storm, you don't know what to expect. So,
right.
you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. And by the way, for those who don't know, we do have an episode on YouTube. That's Shadow Moon and Brew on YouTube about support system. And what Tori was talking about was having a good foundation and a support system to help push them through when those expectations do start to mount up or become overwhelming, as the question
Overwhelming. I
states.
like that word.
For
Overwhelming.
sure. They say we got one more question. Let's see what this last question is. I'm going to leave this one for El Blanco. He got it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
You see the look on his face.
Let's see what this last question is. Okay, Lady P, what are some of the things that men are expected to do or maintain? Man, I got a list. I got a list for you, Lady P. Where you want me to start? Here's a big misconception about men. Every man don't know how to fix something.
Or they can fix something, but they can't fix everything. Like I can be good at auto stuff, but I'm not. Tell me to fix your house or do anything with your electronics or anything.
I've heard on numerous occasions, oh my God, you don't know how to put a sink faucet in? Like, how hard is it? Everybody don't know how to put a faucet in. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That's not everybody's wheelhouse.
Though I will say that now that YouTube's a thing, like sometimes it's like, come on, you couldn't Google that, you couldn't use your head, So there is that to take into account.
Well, but here's where it gets tricky, El Blanco. Well, if you can YouTube it just like I did, and then what you get next? But you the man,
Right.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's. I guess that is
You
one of the
man.
expectations they put on you.
I'm not gonna break my nails trying to put no sink, no faucet in. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Though I've not had a lot of situations like that, but I've seen or I've heard of a lot of situations like that. You know what I mean? A lot of, for sure.
But I mean, what was the question again?
Let's see if I can get the producers to run that again. Look at that. What are some of the things that men are expected to do or maintain?
Men are expected to work. Number one, a man works.
But come home early.
Okay, yeah. Men are expected to be professional.
But be a little thug at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Men are expected to be the rock and a shoulder for the woman to lean on.
But be sensitive to her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's getting complicated. It's getting
you
complicated.
You gotta be classy or whoops mass, either way.
Right. What he said. Men are expected to be the breadwinner.
But support your independent woman.
And her dreams and aspirations.
It's getting complicated.
Men are expected to be, honest.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. Look, you got me.
Yeah, look, I see the look on your face.
I ain't got no alternative for that one.
Yeah,
Yep, we expect it to be honest all the time.
right. And I think that's like the number one. That could be like the deal maker in a lot of relationships, job, like anything. Honesty, man. That's what is expected of a man today is to be honest. If you take nothing else from this whole session, honesty, man, goes a long way.
Yeah, dude.
When you're doing bad, tell somebody, man, I'm doing bad. If you don't feel like doing something, tell somebody, I don't feel like doing it today. If you just be honest, because when you're not, as a man, it just looks so bad on us, man. It just looks so bad on us.
Yeah, it looks real bad. So, that's a good joint right there. I like that. So let's throw a hashtag out there. We ain't done a hashtag today. Hashtag for all the fellas out there. What are you expected to do as a man? You know what I mean? Hashtag what are you expected to do? So if you think you're expected to do something, man, look here. Throw them in my DMs. Let me hear them. We're gonna talk about them. I'll bring it up on the next episode. We can have a whole chitter chatter about it. We can get on live and wrap it up. But I know some guys out there that have experienced some expectations that I haven't. And vice versa. So hashtag what are you expected to do?
Right.
For sure, as a man. That's a good one right there. Because boy, I'm trying to tell you, let that grass get high.
Let that trash.
Growing up, my sister was never the one to, mow the grass or any of that shit. So
let that trash can overflow.
And act like you don't see it. You know what I mean? Let them get the squeaking on that car.
Act like you don't hear it.
And act like you don't hear it. Boy,
let that doorknob feel like it's loose. And you don't feel it.
And you use it every day.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
So what are some tips to help manage expectations and or responsibilities? What y'all think we can do to
one tip is to take advice. A lot of men don't like to take advice from their woman or from friends, family, or from sometimes we have that intellect that tell us, do it like this or do it like that. Accept responsibilities for whatever you do, whether it's good or bad.
That's a good one. Been on that road.
Right. I mean, we all have. And once you are able to accept something, man, especially something that you caused, then you can rest easy and you can learn from it. So when you accept your faults, you can correct them. That's the only way you can correct them. You got to accept your faults. You got to accept, and once you accept your faults, you can manage. You can manage them. Yeah. You can kind of dictate and help. But when you're expected to do something, like I said, if you're expected to do something, do it. Accept your faults. If you cause something and it's your it's something that you had a hand in, you got to accept it. It's all about accepting the expectations. So you got to accept what you do, and then you can manage. Once you accept doing something and take full responsibility for it, you can manage it, and you have a better outcome.
Right. So if you say you're gonna do something, do it, and then accept your faults in whatever the situation is.
And then once you accept them, you can rest easy and kind of manage them, because when you don't accept something, people come at you all kind of ways.
Right.
But when you say, yeah, and own up to it, yeah, it kind of calms everything down. You can manage it better.
Yeah, that's a good one. I see you grabbing that decanter too, there, El Blanco. One of the tips that I would give, man, is as a man, I think we got to be better with communication. And we got to be better with communication and take some of the feelings out of it when it comes to, I guess, the jealousy part of it, right? So if you never listen and you're always over talking, then you actually miss what's really going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to be strong enough to communicate what you really feel, but you also have to be strong enough to accept if you hear something that you don't like or don't necessarily sit well with you, and communicate those things with whoever you're talking to. Communication is key in 9 out of 10 things that we do. You can't get away, or you can't get along in life without communication. It's no way.
I would say another good tip is to help manage expectations and your responsibilities and not to get overwhelmed. Appreciate your small successes too. Set small goals if you have to. But take pride in small things you've been able to do, whether it be making it to work on time or, just being somewhere. I mean, that's, half of it, so, appreciate what you can do. I mean, sometimes the goals we set for ourselves can be overwhelming. I mean, that's how you better yourself. But I mean, if you're taking the gains as you go, as somebody in the stock world would say, be able to appreciate what you can, and don't put so much on yourself.
Yeah, I like that one. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna put together a list of tips, and we'll put them in the description at the bottom of the video. Y'all can talk about them amongst yourselves, and like I said, DM me. I'm down for all the conversation, positive conversation. If it's negative, I'm going to say thank you. That's the only response you're going to get. I appreciate it. Thank you. But if it's positive, man, we can have a conversation. I ain't for no negativity. It's all love and positivity over here. So hit us in the DMs, and we can talk about it for sure. Well, now, where we going to go now? I know somebody on this panel was waiting for 9 o'clock to come because he wanted to jump into a show. Because, that's what he do. He do the movies and the shows. So I'm going to go ahead and let him run that down for y'all and see what's going on, see what's been good out there. What you got for us, Joe Black? What you got for us?
Man, my show coming on, matter of fact, right now. But this show right here is more important at the moment. So I'm a big fan of the show called Animal Kingdom. It's about, if you ever seen Point Break, or Breaking Point, about the surfer guys who rob banks. This is that right there, headed by the mother. So the mother, and she got 3 sons and a grandson, and the mother is the head thinker or head mastermind out of all the robbers they do, and they just go, man. It's just so, oh man. But this is season 5, and I'm not gonna give away other than what I just gave away. But man, it packs the punch, man. I'm telling you. The first episode, I challenge anybody to watch the first 2 episodes of Animal Kingdom, and you will see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's called Animal Kingdom. It's on TNT.
TNT.
Animal Kingdom.
They know drama.
Trust me. Trust me.
So, y'all heard that Animal Kingdom? I haven't watched it, so
hey Jay, I am
much time, but I'm gonna check it out.
Jay, I am telling you,
it's good.
Man.
So if you don't watch it, Animal Kingdom,
she is so, and don't let the name fool you. They animals for real though. They off the chain.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna dive into it,
and it's uncut, nothing edited. Like it's
no editing.
Cut something tomorrow, man.
As soon as me and Honey finish with the blacklist, I'm gonna jump right into it. I promise. Animal Kingdom, for y'all that don't know, for y'all that watch it, if you watch it, DM old Joe Black. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion.
Let's have a discussion about it. Now, keep in mind, if it's negative, we're gonna say thank you,
Thank you.
appreciate you. But if it's positive and all love, man, we can have a conversation about it. No doubt about it.
Right.
No doubt about it. Well, now, I don't know if you've been anywhere, El Blanco. You been to any bars, any restaurants?
I went to a spot called Honey Pig last night with my roommates. That was cool.
Whoa.
Little Korean barbecue spot.
Honey Pig.
Honey Pig.
You ever heard of that?
What I said?
It's a Korean barbecue joint. Some of the like Chinese places they'll like cook in front of you. It's kind of like that. They put like it's like this skillet, but it's kind of like a round top. And you can order whatever you want. We got prime rib, we got pork belly, spicy pork belly. We got there's some other some sort of beef, but they had a certain name for it that I can't remember. But it was all really good. Then they serve you your sides. Of course, you get rice and veggies and all sorts of shit. It was good, very good.
That name alone caught my attention. Honey Pig.
Yeah, I think it was up in. I want to say it was. Waldorf, I want to say.
Really?
Oh, that's
No,
right.
it wasn't Waldorf. No. It was like Odenton. It was north of me. So.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, man, I never heard of that down there, but we're gonna have to look into Honey Pig.
Yeah. And I got they have good drinks there. I got I had a Sapporo and got some sake, but they got all sorts of mixed drinks and stuff. It was cool. It was a nice little spot.
I bet you did get some sake.
It's my shit. You, of course, know I love
Look,
sake.
Yeah,
he get hot sake.
hot sake.
They tell you, every time I drink it, they tell you, it's not traditional to drink hot sake. It's traditional for me, motherfuckers. I drink hot sake. Anytime I have sushi or, that's my shit.
Yep, y'all heard it. It's traditional for me, motherfuckers. Hot sake. Okay, hashtag that. Don't tell me how to drink my sake. If I want hot sake, I want hot sake. Right. Shit, hot sake. All right, now Honey Pig. I'm gonna go check that out.
Animal Kingdom.
Honey Pig, Animal Kingdom. Shit, man, we got quite a bit going on. Key suggestions for the week. I don't know, honey. Let me think about that. What I would like to challenge everybody to do, though, what we're working on getting to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We need everybody's help. We need everybody to join in on that. So, like, share, subscribe. Shout out Moo and the Brew on YouTube, man. We're trying to get the followers up. We're trying to get the views up. Provide us with some insight on whatever type of content you might want to talk about. Sponsors. Hey, you see, I look good in any kind of shirt. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? So if you got a shirt that ain't got a teddy bear on it, but you want me to wear some of yours or a hat? Because I like a good hat. I likes me a good hat. Man, holler at us. Let us know. El Blanco, he like a good tequila.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying? You want them to check it out? Send them some. Send it to us. Send Joe Black some black market movies. You got something that's small market. You want them to check them out. And get you on there, man. Hey, that's what we're here for. We want to talk to the people. We want to be a part of the people. We want to get involved with the people. You know what I mean? We want to get involved with the people. All of our suggestions will be in the description below. You dig what I'm saying? It will be in the subscription or the description below. So once again, like, share, subscribe. A shout out to Moo and the Brew. Anybody else got anything they want to say? Any last stuff, before we leave the people? We're going to definitely get another shout before we go, though.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Enjoy the rest of your night. Follow us on our socials. You can find me, Kevin PR McKay, on, Instagram, or El Blanco SI on Instagram. That's my car page where I'm planning to be doing some car shit and going to car meets and doing all that shit. So if you enjoy that, follow. That'll be my new thing, I think. So
run that one by us again. What was it?
El Blanco SI.
El Blanco SI. Ooh, look, I don't even like cars, but I like his. And if he's in it, I'm in it. That's what we're gonna do. You drinking that Zveka blue raspberry? That's what you shotting with?
Yeah.
You got the vodka, the flavored vodka.
I see. You got any last words for him there, Joe Black?
Man, catch me at Joe Black on this channel every. Look, you can watch me every day. All you gotta do is go to YouTube. You can watch the Movie Awards every day.
Every day.
But hashtag Joe Black. I'm on TikTok.
TikTok. Oh yeah, he on TikTok.
How are you on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm TikToking. So that's what it is right now. Cupcake and you got TikToking. I'm TikToking.
Joe Black TikToking on y'all.
TikTok. Y'all better catch up.
Let me run these tips by him one more time before we leave them. Tip number 1: be open to take advice. Listen, that's a good tip. I like that one. Number 2: accept where you are to go forward. That's not bad. It's not a bad tip. Number 3: do what you say you will do. That's a big one for me. Don't tell me you're gonna do something that don't come through. I'm gonna hold you to it. Okay. Number 4: be better with communication. Hey man, communication is key in everything you do. Communication can start a war and it can end a war. One sentence. So that communication got to be vital. Number 5: appreciate small successes. A perfect example of that is El Blanco got that 2017 SI. You dig what I'm saying? And you can't tell him nothing. It's a Bentley in his driveway, baby.
It is. To me,
what I'm talking about?
He said to me it's a Bentley.
To him it's the Bentley. So, you gotta love that. You gotta enjoy that. Number 6: set small goals.
Hold on.
To tackle the larger goals.
Pause. He need to take us for a spin in that.
Look, I'm gonna drive.
Anytime.
I'm gonna pop that clutch. Stick through.
I'll let you drive it.
I ain't gonna let you drive your car.
Yeah. He said, let me drive. So, last but not least, number 6: set small goals to tackle the larger goals. You know what I'm saying? So start off small. Blue. I said small. That might be the 4 roses. I said start off small to tackle the larger goals. And appreciate them, celebrate them, set a larger goal, and move on and tackle that too. Before we go, y'all can catch me at that's hashtag a shot of Moo and a Brew on Instagram. You can always go to the YouTube page, a shot of Moo and a Brew. Like I said, for the 3rd, 4th, 5th time, like, share, subscribe, and we can't leave without congratulating my man Joe Black on getting his CDL.
Oh yeah,
he got that CDL, baby. You know what I mean? So when you see that Moo Boy truck, that logo on that truck, you know who it is.
I'm telling you. Hey, look,
beating up the street.
Look, have all 3 of our faces on there. You know how you go to New York and you got a little cartoon looking faces on them?
Like the Pep Boys logo.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, look. Only thing I'm missing is my glasses. We all 3 got glasses on.
For sure. Well, hey man, I'm be the first to say, if not the first to say on our podcast, congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Glad to see you do it. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna get us some trucks going, and go out there and beat up them streets.
Telling you, man. Telling you, eat it up.
You beating up the street with trucks, and he beating up the streets with SIs. I got to get in the middle of that somewhere. I got to get out there and get in the middle of that.
Right.
So I think that's about all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my last shot, because it's about to go down. I got a good one too. 4 Roses whiskey. If you never had it, man, you should check that out. That's free promotion, by the way. 4 Roses, holler at your boy. Everybody got their shot together.
Yeah.
El Blanco pour. He been drinking the whole time.
Mine just like
Freely, sort of
blueberry candy.
It's been real. Man, look at that shot there. I'm going in. Shout out to hashtag